Hola, this is part 2 of Valladolid. I don't know why I've never come here before, considering it is so close and it's so it's so talked about, like it's one of the most famous cities in the west of Spain. But I'm glad I came. I'll probably come again a couple times before I go back, just because it is so nice, like good first impression, definitely.
As I was walking around the city, I stumbled upon this, the National Sculpture Museum of Spain.
This is very much not my thing, but I was looking for something to do this afternoon, so I think this could be perfect. I think it's like €3 entry and kill half an hour.
I believe this is the university area of the town, and the buildings are very like Salamanca, even the university buildings themselves. I haven't been somewhere like this since I was a kid, but it was actually really enjoyable, really interesting. I was wandering around for ages. Some of the sculptures were so old, 1400s, 1500s, some stuff even from BC. I'm not going to pretend this is something that I'm into whatsoever. It's not my thing at all, but it was really good for €3 as well. I was wandering around for about an hour. Really interesting, really good. The reason why this type of stuff is here is because Valladolid was once the capital of Spain, and that legacy kind of remains.
Again, like that is not my thing, but I don't know anyone who wouldn't be impressed by some of that stuff. Like, it's unreal.
I found another room where they had this stuff from ancient Greece, 16th century BC, and an authentic Roman gladiator helmet. Like, the art is one thing, but this is some stuff that is undoubtedly cool.
I actually really enjoyed that, despite being the youngest person in there by about 50 years. I have to say, if you're in Valladolid, that is well worth doing. And for €3, like, you're not going to get many better activities than that. Now I'm going to wander around for a bit and get something to eat, because it's nearly 1 o'clock and I've been here since like 10:30, 11, so it's time.
You can really see the similarities between the buildings here and in Salamanca, and also look at the statue of King Felipe, the former king of Spain, born in Valladolid. I spotted this building from a mile away. I knew straight away just by looking at it that it was a local food market, and I had to have a look because every city in Spain has these and they're all quite similar. These places are absolutely packed with locals at all times, but this one was a little bit milder than Salamanca, I would say.
Very similar to the Salamanca market, but less, I'd say less graphic, like less innards, less full animals hanging there. But yeah, very similar. I think that's just the thing in this part of the country.
In my search for food, I walked across the river Pisuerga, which separates the east and west of the city.
Now, this might seem a little bit rogue, but one of my main reasons for coming here, or the main things that excited me about coming here, was going to the football stadium. However, that's about 45 minutes from the centre of the town, so I'm just going to walk over. If I see some food on the way, I'm going to stop and get something tapas maybe, but we'll see.
I saw a cafe doing bocadillos and cañas for €3, something like that, so I got something to eat and then continued on towards the stadium.
It was definitely a subpar feed, I would say, but I'll get something else soon. I just wanted something quickly because I'm doing a lot of walking. Also, I'm never going to complain about a beer and a sandwich that costs €3 total.
I then went to the stadium, as you'll see in part 3, before returning to the plaza, getting a beer, sitting out, and the sun was so warm at this stage. It was lovely. I'm glad it was nice because the rain definitely would have taken away from this trip.
I really didn't anticipate the weather being this nice after what it's been like recently.
It had been a couple of hours since I ate and I was struggling to find somewhere else.
A lot of things are closed at this time of day, with it being siesta, but I think I'm getting closer. There's loads of options that just have to be closed, so I think I'll find something soon that'll be open. I just want like tapas, few picky bits, a beer, something like that, just something casual.
And that is exactly what I found. A couple of empanadas, a few crisps that came with the beer anyway, so I didn't turn them down. Empanadas full of chicken, tomato, very nice. Thank you very much for watching part 2 of this video. Go back and watch part 1 if you haven't already, and stay tuned for part 3 where I go to the stadium, among other things. See you then.